Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, we're going to show you how to create recursive print processes in the designer. Recursive print is a print process method that allows documents to be used in a repeating manner to create an export file. The document or table size is based on the results of a table name range, and this approach can greatly reduce the time it takes to generate several templates and prevent empty pages from being included in the final export. Let's take an example. Here we have a healthcare insurance tool that has an input table for census data. The input table can take up to 10,000 rows of data, and including this entire table in the PDF export would be a waste of space if a user only enters 5 rows. We can create a recursive print process to create this table dynamically. To do this, I'm going to use two documents. One contains the headers of my export table, and the other contains the data field names as stubs. Stubs can be inserted into a Word document by using double curly braces and entering the named range inside. The table name range that we're going to be using here is coming from this field in our spreadsheet. We're going to be using census. Let's begin by creating the headers document. To do this, I'm going to create a new print process. We can now go to the documents and begin uploading the parts of our table. To do this, I'm going to click Add and start with the header document. The document name is a friendly name and it will only be displayed in the print process page. We're going to want our headers to be only displayed once, so for that, I'm going to select single document from the document type. Skip subsequent page break option removes page breaks after each iteration of a repeating print process. When creating a dynamic table, enabling this option will ignore any page breaks and create a continuous table. If you like each row to be printed on a separate page, uncheck this option. Now let's add the rest of the table. For this document, we're going to select Repeating Document from the document type. Under Repeating Table Name Range, we're going to need to select our table name range that is pointing to the census list. Next, we need to select Skip Row Type. This option determines whether a row will be included in the export. Selecting None will skip no rows, and in this case, we would end up with the entire table with 10,000 rows. All Empty option will skip rows that contain no data. Selecting by value of column will give you an additional option where you can select a column from the table. If the selected column contains data in a given row, it will be included. Existence of column values option will skip rows that don't have data in all available columns. My table also contains headers, so I'm going to enable Has Header option. Once we're done uploading the documents, we must now map the stubs with the columns from our table. We're only going to need to do this for the second document. Enabling these checkboxes will include these columns in the export. Next, we're going to need to select the named ranges from the column section. You can also change the type or the format of the data to be displayed. When you're done, click Update. We can now assign this print process to an action button. To do this, I'm going to go to the User Interface Manager. Now let's do a preview and see the export file. Entering only 5 rows of data should give us a table that matches the size. Thank you for watching.